This is Leaf Life. All things cannabis for all people. Now, Ricker and the Bearded Lorax.
We publish a free magazine called The Leaf that is available in print in 13 states and counting at your local cannabis retailer and also available online at leafmagazines.com. I'm Mike Ricker, your host of Leaf Life, proudly with my co-host and beloved bestie, Wes Abney, also known as the Bearded Lorax.
I speak for the trees.
And of course, there's AJOG.
Hola, aloha OGs.
And Mary J. White.
The smoking female.
Welcome to the second half of this Leaf Life show called The Munchies. In just a moment, we'll get into the late night menu, which is obviously designed with THC in mind. And we'll spin AJ's wheel to see what products Carol MANGABAT.
MANGABAT.
God, I'm
good.
sorry. I love you. This show's Greg the Guinea Pig is going to be trying next. She's, by the way, the mushroom maven. But first, It's time for Why Didn't I Think of That?
Why didn't I think of that?
Why didn't I think of that?
Whoa, why didn't I think of that?
Because you were stoned.
Yeah, Mary.
Duh.
What do you got for us this time, Mary J. White?
You know, honestly, darling, I don't think I could have thought of this because this is like, engineering.
Why not?
Because I'm not an engineer. And if y'all have some space on your counters, you might want to get one of these, okay?
Ooh.
It's called the bead machine. Not B-E-A-D, but B-E-E-D, okay?
Okay.
The bead machine. Now, it's fully automated. It's like a Keurig for cannabis, right? What you do is you drop in a little cone, you pop in a bead capsule. Now, the capsules come in all different cultivars. They come in, it's fresh, fragrant flower. And it's like a Keurig, right? You just drop it in there. 20 seconds later, this goddamn machine has rolled a perfect joint. Perfect.
Really?
You push a button, 20 seconds later, you got a joint.
Did I just hear a Freudian slip?
Interesting.
Did you say sexons?
No, but I might have said something about dick.
Freudian slip? Mary.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, go on.
Sorry. Okay, anyway, just so you know, it's available in 5 colors. Pink, mint, gray, red, and black.
Oh,
This
I love
tabletop.
mint.
Wow.
I know, mint. That's what I'm going to get. But only $1.99 for your own personal joint roller.
Interesting.
Get yours today.
Too cool. Why didn't I think of that?
And
I don't
the
know.
deliverables
Game
a bead?
It's like a little cone full of fresh, fragrant flower.
Awesome.
Wow, is there a website? Or?
No.
Yes,
I
there
mean,
is.
probably the bead machine. B-E-E-D.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary J. White.
You're welcome, sir.
And now let's spin AJ's wheel to see what you're going to be hitting next, AJ.
Let's go, baby. Let's see.
Every time she
here.
does it, I think of the Chiquita Banana Girl again, Mary.
Here we
I think of Cardi B.
I'm Chiquita
So
Banana, and I
we've
like to
got
sing.
another
Cardi B.
awesome
Yeah.
sample. Sugardaddy Purple delivered in from DNA. I'm guessing is sorry about that.
That's the PLUGplay cartridge?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah?
Okay, same branding.
Yeah.
DNA PLUGplay cartridge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
PLUGplay.
Okay, Sugardaddy Purp, you guys. We're gonna
Okay.
hit this Sugardaddy right now.
Everyone needs a sugar daddy.
You ain't lying,
Yeah, they
Wes.
do.
Where's mine?
How about a sugar mama?
You thought I was your
Sugar
sugar daddy. I thought you were my sugar daddy.
Oh.
Now we both need a sugar daddy, Ricka.
Now, wait a minute.
It's so refreshing.
Do you remember sugar babies?
Yeah.
What are sugar babies?
Those are munchies.
Nasty, nasty little
yeah,
kingdoms.
The
that's
candy.
right.
Sugar
Mhm.
babies. It's like
Yeah.
little
Sugar baby candy.
balls of brown
Candy.
sugar.
You're right. Yeah.
They
Chewy.
pull your fillings
And what
out.
about the
Yeah.
what was it? The big
Hot
hunk?
tamales? Oh, big
Oh,
hunk?
the Charleston
Why would you
chew?
talk about Wes like that on
Ooh,
camera?
The big hunk.
Big hunks.
Baby.
Or you call me the Charleston Chew. I
Go
mean, that
easy.
sounds pretty. You know?
AJ, you're the
Thick.
Starburst.
Starburst.
That's for sure.
You're Starburst.
What is,
Ooh, I
what
like
is
that.
Ricker, you guys?
What is Ricker?
Oh.
Ricker's a peanut M&M.
Ricker is salt. He's
I think he's those fizz
sour,
rockets.
and
Listen.
then he's sweet.
Aw.
Listen.
I was
So-
thinking Laffy Taffy.
Oh, there you go.
No, no,
no.
Good one.
No.
Ricker, no, wait, I got it. He's Pop Rocks.
Yes,
Oh,
Pop
damn.
Rocks.
No,
exactly.
that's not it either.
What is it?
Oh, you get to choose.
That's correct.
Okay.
What are
All
you?
right.
Snickers.
Oh.
Ricker is a Snicker.
Ricker is a Snicker.
Okay, I get it.
Ricker's
But I'm
satisfies.
There you go.
But I'm
Hey, there's nuts, there's caramel, there's chocolate. It's all good.
Man, love me a Snickers bar, no me?
Well, my favorite growing up was Butterfingers.
Go easy.
What was your favorite growing up? My favorite was Butterfingers. Something about that. I don't know if it was the Bart in the bite.
Yeah.
Or
What about the Abba Dabba? Remember the Abba Dabba? Was that that was a real thing, right?
Yeah, a
Fuck
long time
is
ago.
that?
Yeah.
Long time ago,
the Abba
kids.
Dabba.
Yeah, it was weird. It was some
Dust
sort of
that
taffy.
one. Blow the dust off that one.
Yeah. Fine.
Great.
Wow.
Goodness.
Kids today.
I tell
Carol,
you, man.
No respect.
what's your
I
favorite?
don't know what the Abba is either.
Oh.
Abba Dabba. Yeah, it was kind of a peanut butter filled
Nougat
white nougaty.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like Wes.
Oh, what about the Chico stick? Chico stick?
I never trusted those Chico sticks. That
Hail
shit
Mary.
no, that was some fake looking shit.
Well, it was all fake, honey. It's all sugar, man.
Yeah,
You
it was
know?
like honeycomb and then coconut on the outside. Or
Yeah,
it's supposed to
exactly.
look like
You
a
got
piece
it.
of dead chicken.
Right.
It was weird.
The Chico stick.
Twix was my favorite.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing wrong with-
One
Look,
for now and one for later.
I think
That's
we can
right.
all agree that we love having the munchies because there is a lot of option out there for that palate. But let's transition into real food and the late night menu. At what point is Taco Bell, right, with their late night menu, and Jack in the Box, I think, has the Munchies menu.
The Munchies meal now with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I saw
no
that.
way.
Craviest,
My goodness.
butteriest, munchiest, but they will not recognize that it's stoners who are buying their goods after midnight.
Even though they call it the Munchies meal,
I
the Munchies
think
box.
That's their way. That's their subtle way of recognizing it, you guys. It's just the government officials. They really need to move forward. You know? Yeah,
I think
because
so,
that
too.
Snoop Dogg marketing it. It's like, come on, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, connect the dots, right?
Yeah,
'Cause it comes
even the
with-
kids know that.
a brownie.
Ah,
And it's
exactly.
only available like after midnight or something.
Yeah.
Midnight to 4.
10 to 2.
Yeah,
Secret
something like-
menu? Guys, you guys are putting me on. I didn't know about this secret menu.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
I'm just never up past 10 p.m.
Oh, that's all right.
Blow the dust off that one. Jesus Christ.
Mary, were you eating a carrot and then you went to bed?
Yeah, after drinking some, spring water and smelling some fresh spruce. And then I was able to sleep.
With some
calmly.
essential oils.
Yeah.
Essential candles.
Well,
all of
Mary, we
that.
all want to age as lovely as you.
Oh,
True.
whatever,
So
girl.
tell us, give us a healthy recommendation
Dr.
for
Mangabat?
munchies. Yeah, what's
The munchies are all about your mouth going like this, right? So
Salivary, cotton mouth, whatever.
so whatever you can get in there that isn't going to make you weigh 300 pounds next week,
Ah.
right? Whether that's almonds
The
or
next day.
fruit or the next day, or rice crackers. I mean, little crunchy things are what I like. But it just
I hear
can't
that.
be like a bag of chips because between us. Last week, I ate 2 whole diet, but still 2 whole bags of popcorn.
Shame on you.
All by myself.
You're bad.
I
Ay, ay,
know.
ay.
Oh, I love it.
I felt so dirty.
But then you've got the skinny pops and stuff. I mean, there's munchies for, people that don't want to put on the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let's stop trying to be healthy.
God
All
damn it,
right.
Wes.
Oh,
And
Laura.
let's celebrate the fact that you can go to a drive-through.
Okay.
Now let's think about this.
All
like
right.
we were hunter-gatherers
Okay.
for about 1 million years.
So long.
As like early hominids is
Sure.
what they say now. About 1 million years of us
Ah.
hitting food with a rock
And eating plants.
and then eating it.
Million
Yeah.
years.
Well, we didn't eat a lot of plants back then because a lot of the plants would kill us. So we would just
no.
eat the meat
okay.
The fruit
without
of the
even
plant.
without even fire. And then we
Right.
invented fire.
Okay.
And then like a few thousand years later, people are getting bigger brains.
Yeah.
they're like,
There's
we
also
could-
this stoned ape theory.
Okay, yes.
Then we go like
Well, the stoned
a
ape
lot
theory,
further.
real quick, is the hominids or the paleo, whoever
The first people.
looked under cow dung or whatever herd they were following
Dude.
and found mushrooms, and that helped develop the brain over 10,000 years,
And
right?
that's
Okay, go on.
Following the herd.
That's Terrence McKenna's theory.
Correct.
He
Yes.
wrote about that in Food of the Gods. That's a great read, you guys. If anybody wants to awaken their consciousness and just, have an overall perspective of our food, our diet, how we evolved, that is a good read there.
Go on,
So
Wes.
yes, that is awesome plug.
Yeah.
So people had to chase their food, and sometimes we were the food.
Right.
When the food, the things
Yeah.
that wanted to eat us chase us, and then somewhere in the 1500s in America.
Oh my God.
After all these inventions, the
True
car,
stoner history.
the radio.
Started with the Industrial Revolution, really.
Yeah.
And we invented something as beautiful as the drive-through. I mean, it's a modern miracle. That's all I'm saying. You can drive up and get food,
Easy
and it's
access.
delicious.
You're right.
You don't have to run from a dinosaur.
You're right. And I know I'm a snobby bitch, but the issue, the main issue I have with that is about health. Because once in a while, once a month, whatever, great. Go crazy. But, I teach the cooking, and I see a lot of people who have never fucking cooked or eaten broccoli.
Yes.
And that worries me.
MaryJWhite.com. That's where you find all of her cooking stuff. She's written 2 books on cooking, and there should be, a check and balance to every argument. But this show is about the munchies, and we're not trying to kill anybody's buzz.
Oh.
So we should be very grateful that we have easy access to amazing food with cheese and beans and meat and everything, and all you have to do is
Doritos,
earn your
Locos,
$15 an hour, and
I side with you, Mary.
and then go spend 10 of it at the munchie menu and get a full belly. Now it's not good for you, but god damn, is it easy and delicious.
And we have DoorDash, we have Uber Eats. Like
we
we're
are
living
so
in
spoiled.
a really special time, and
Yeah.
it might not be the best for our kids because they think everything can just
It's
be,
instant.
someone else will bring it to you.
The instant gratification.
But for us who, kind of matured before this technology, it's really amazing. Like we are in a special time where we have legal weed.
true.
We have access to all these crazy foods, international foods.
You're right. You're
Like,
right.
Yeah.
When I was in New York, a lot of the head shops had heady food and heady snacks,
Yeah.
like chips from overseas. I bought like peach Oreos from Japan.
Oh my God.
Cool.
Like,
Nice.
Oreo.
like
Yeah, wow.
and that goes into the stoner world too.
Could it
It's
be
Yes.
possible?
like exotic fruits, exotic flavors,
Exotic candies.
That's what we're into. That's what our community's into.
I agree
No
with
doubt,
that.
no doubt.
Crazy cereals. Like there's a lot of people who follow that kind of food and weed scene.
Yeah.
Where getting something rare in the food world it becomes cool.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Sure.
Just like with craft beer.
Yeah.
People collect the beer for the cans.
Foodies.
To say I have beer from Florida and I have beer from Utah. And
Yeah. Well, and there's a whole group of cannabis chefs who are really specific about matching your terpenes to the fucking menu and to the wine. So they're matching the entree, the vegetable, the dessert, the wine, and the cannabis. Way too much fucking work as far as I'm concerned. But, in California, they've been doing it a long time. So so Susie probably has a whole lot of terpineol in her fucking cupboard or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a fan of those pairings, then check out our September issue, Tannins and Terpenes. In every state, we pair up a bunch of delicious spirits and other drinks with cannabis terpenes. It's our proprietary magazine.
it's our name. Yeah.
We
It's an
invented it.
epic
Going on,
magazine.
Like 12 years of tannins and terpenes.
Tannins and
Yes.
terpenes.
Yeah, that's
I love
it's
that.
one of the best. Yeah, one of the best issues. Honestly, I really dig it. The Harvest issue, the Tannins and Terps issue. That some of them are just highlighted with like iconic photography. Yeah, beautiful, beautifully done.
Deliciousness, and that's what this show has been all
Yes.
about.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now, Carol,
Yes.
it's time for you to play. Believe it or not, could it be possible?
Fasten your
Ow.
food hole.
The table is
All right.
It's time for a little gastronomic guesswork.
Oh,
Are you gonna eat that?
Are you gonna eat that?
Sabrina, don't just stare at it. Eat it.
This is Could It Be Fucking Possible? Wow.
Carol,
Yes.
are the following actual menu items or just wishful thoughts of our drool-filled dreams? Ready?
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Here we go. Number 1. Talk about a munchie maximizer. There's a restaurant in Los Angeles simply called Fire that features a treat that will satisfy your hunger, but you'll remember the meal for the next day and a half. This ginger cupriani can be created with any type of meat, but what does it matter because you won't be able to taste it anyway? This lip-swelling lightning contains a 1/4 cup of cinnamon sauce, a full cup of freshly ground ginger, sprinkled with chunks of habanero pepper, and just a dash of cayenne pepper. But hold on to your britches, Buster. The main ingredient is paprika pudding poured over the top. Could it be possible?
Question: Is it spelled FYAH?
The fire.
No.
The fire is what happens after.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to go with no.
She's absolutely right.
Good job, Carol.
Now, if it was spelled the other way, I would have been like, absolutely.
Well, I
Your
cannot tell a
culinary
lie.
senses.
I am the Abe Lincoln of game shows.
Absolutely.
Okay. Good job. Now, number 2. It takes a crazy Aussie to munch this meal down at the local Billabong. This one is a meat pie with all the fixins and claims to be the only dish in the world that features wombat paws. And that's not all. There's kangaroo shank, crocodile tail, emu thigh, and a layer of snakeskin on a homemade bun, and then topped with a pepper roasted scorpion garnish. Could it be possible?
I love emu thigh.
Me too.
I'm going to go with
My
yes
favorite.
because I've been to Australia and I've had kangaroo.
You're absolutely wrong.
Oh,
Are you
thank God.
kidding? This would probably put you in the hospital.
Thank God you're wrong, Carol. I was worried
I'm
about
glad
all
I'm
those
wrong
animals.
too, but I'm like, I heard kangaroo. I'm going to go with yes.
Oh.
And number 3. Finally, this tasty one is only found in the woods where the forest items are gathered from varying areas on the Olympic Peninsula of the Pacific Northwest. To make this dish, first, a small pool is configured on the bank of a babbling brook so the items can be kept fresh by running water before being hung to dry and then hand molded into a food log. In fact, it's called the Snickers bar, of the woods. This hodgepodge consists of micro shavings of redwood bark, 2 handfuls of cricket larvae, 1 shoe full of goat trail sand, and pressed acai juice from a bottle that fell out of a hiker's backpack,
goodness.
all seasoned with softened pine needles and ragweed. The log is dipped into a salamander hole before being eaten with a sideways curd chew. Could it be possible?
I'm going to go with no.
You're absolutely wrong.
That is not a
The answer is yes.
What is this?
This is a staple of the bearded Lorax's autumn diet before hibernation on his Lorax couch for a weekend-long nap while watching the ball game. This amazing recipe was passed down to the bearded Lorax by his mother, Julie Lorax, who received it from Grandmammy Lorax.
Oh, no.
Sorry, you lose.
Oh, Carol,
What are
it's
you gonna do,
okay,
Carol?
honey.
I know.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You're always a winner to me, Carol.
Thanks, girl.
You look
Yes.
very ashamed over there.
Forever.
It is shameful.
We've got some great party gifts for you backstage.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Carol, where
Yes.
can we find you on social media?
Oh, yeah. If you want to follow me personally, I go by Cookies by Carol.
All right.
If you want
On Instagram?
On Instagram.
Cool.
If you want to follow the mushroom brand, it's called New Tropics.
Ooh.
NEAU Tropics.
Yes. And in the fall, I will be opening a functional mushroom store. So come find me in White Center.
In Washington.
Awesome.
Yes. Functional mushrooms. It's legal, guys. So
Yay, by my house.
yes, ma'am. I can't wait for you to come.
And some
Awesome,
gourmets
Carol.
too.
Yes.
All
Gifts for
right.
all.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
Will there be mushroom tea?
I'm planning on serving mushroom coffee, but
we'll see.
Okay.
we'll have to see. Yeah.
Wonderful.
How great. We'll have to bring you in for a show soon
Yes, please.
for mushrooms.
Yeah, I would love that.
Maybe mushroom cooking or something. Thank you so much for being on the Leaf Life podcast, and your mushroom bars are amazing. Look them up
Thank you.
on Instagram.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I
Cooking by
appreciate it.
Wes, next week, supplements.
Oh, vitamins and minerals?
The
Yeah.
good pills.
The good stuff, not the late
Okay.
night menu.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Or the kind that get you high.
Download this and all Leaf Life episodes at leafmagazines.com. You can listen to all Leaf Life shows on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, anywhere you enjoy podcasts, including YouTube. Just please subscribe at Leaf Life Podcast V2. Now here comes another episode of Stony Baloney, which is also available at leafmagazines.com. And please be kind to animals and kangaroos and emus.
Yeah.
Your hosts for Leaf Life are Mike Ricker and Wes Abney. Leaf Life is produced by Mike Daly. Some of the music heard is provided by purple-planet.com. Every bit of cannabis you use is female, so please respect the ladies. Leaf Life is brought to you by Leaf Nation, featuring Alaska Leaf, Oregon Leaf, Northwest Leaf, Maryland Leaf, Amsterdam Leaf, and California Leaf. On the shelf now in your local retailer. Now, please stay tuned for this week's edition of Stony Baloney by Mike Ricker.
Stony Baloney by Mike Ricker.
Check your temperature. It was the hot dab that did me in. Thank you, my airheaded rookie administrator, for enlightening me to what the inside of a barrel of a flamethrower is like when delivering a mechanical dragon's demonstration of unbridled fury. And just when I managed to inhale something that resembled actual air, the entire experience was then deepened upon identifying the sensation of swallowing a sleeping porcupine into my lungs who, upon awakening in the cramped space, was overcome with fear, causing it to instinctually employ its quills in order to defend itself. The next impression was like a war prisoner suddenly awakening from sedation, realizing he'd been moved into the hurt locker, teetering on the brink of panic, wondering if the extreme discomfort would cause claustrophobic madness before having the luxury of offing himself. And then came the bong spins. At least that's what they used to call it long before concentrates with 110% THC existed. So out of the place I fled, incapable of explaining myself, not only because of the inability to formulate and convey a cohesive word, but also for the complete lack of air flowing through my gills. The night had instantly taken a Hunter S. Thompson turn, forcing the retreat from the madness into the safety of the car, where a Pink Floyd judge from the wall spat on me for the crime of a wasted life and meaningless existence. Then, the enclosure proved a harsh betrayal when the stomach noticeably began pressure brewing a witch's stew, conjuring the recently eaten food truck Kung Pao calamari to projectile launch onto the misty Seattle pavement in the back alley. This was the worst cannabis experience of my life. Thank goodness for cool dabs and the cool motherfuckers who know how to heat a dab. But if you don't, that's okay. That's why the good Lord gave us the vape cart.
Stony Baloney. Some of the wardrobe, including Ricker or Wes's sick lids, is provided by Grassroots California. Check out the dopeness at grassrootscalifornia.com.
These products have intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. For use by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children.